Welcome once again to our continuing YouTube video series on creating effective videos. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal, and in this particular video we'll be discussing the significance of using background music in your videos. Although not necessarily all videos need to have background music, in a lot of videos background music could be extremely beneficial. So the reason we want to discuss this, and I brought it up, is because many years ago, when I was watching a overview of all things The Simpsons, the original producers of The Simpsons discussed the results of using background music, symphonies in The Simpsons, and they demonstrated a scene that had the music in it, and that same scene when you took the music out of it. Now you don't notice it when you're watching it normally, but when you do the one as opposed to the other, you will notice that there is a significant difference. So what we're going to do now is to show you the significance of not having background music as opposed to having background music. I'm going to go through a couple examples. So we're going to go through that. So let's play the first video without any background music. Now let's take that same video and we're going to have added background music to it, and let's hear how it sounds in that case. Clearly there's a major difference, and it makes a difference, but you don't necessarily notice it so much. It just adds something to it. You'll notice it if you're paying specific attention, but if you weren't paying specific attention, it would just have a more resounding look to it, a more resounding feel to it. So let's do the same thing. Now we're taking something slightly different in this instance, and we're taking something that actually originally had music to it, but the problem is that music is potentially subject to a copyright. So what we've done first is we've stripped it out of any music, and let's listen to it without any background music whatsoever. Okay, let's start the game. Let's see what we're doing. Okay, let's start with the Valkyrie. And now let's interlay the background music into the video and see how that impacts the feel of the video now. Okay, let's start the game. Let's see what we're doing. Okay, let's start with the Valkyrie. Well, as you can see with both examples, there is a significant difference once we interlay the background music into the video. Naturally, what we can also do is have the sound of people's voices talking, but it's just this additional aspect that comes into your videos, makes them more professional, makes them more enjoyable. People won't really realize them because they don't have a comparative framework to base them one as opposed to the other. However, when they compare them to other videos, they will see that this one is more excitable, more enjoyable to view than the one that has simply activity going on and it doesn't have anything that is in the background, as in the sense of music and sound. And especially nowadays with so many people having so many mechanisms to gain access to music and sound, you almost want to have that being present in your videos. Otherwise, it's lacking the dynamism, it's lacking the attention grabbing, and it's just lacking something overall, and people won't necessarily want to view more of those videos as much as they would if there is that background music that makes it that much more engaging and actually sets the mood for what you're trying to communicate with the video. So how do we go about do this? Well, when you're creating your video, what you do is you want to overlay a music track. So how do you overlay a music track? Well, first of all, you got to find the appropriate music. And one of the best sources for finding that music is on YouTube itself. They have an audio library. So you go into the audio library and you select based on whether it's the instrumentation, the mood, genre, the type of music that you feel is appropriate for that particular video. Then you download it, And once it's been downloaded, then you go to your video editor as you're developing your video, and you just overlay it as a separate layer onto the video that you're producing. The thing you want to be making sure to do is, between your main video where you have any sound coming in, especially the sound of your own voice or somebody else's voice, or any background sound that is specific to the activity that's going on, you possibly want to be looking to increase that volume on that sound. While the background music, you don't want to make it so excessive, so you've got to make sure you're looking at your volume tracks between the two, so that your volume is appropriately reduced on the background music, so it's not overpowering. It provides a subtle refrain upon which to strengthen the video, but not to overpower the video or take away from the video. And by doing that, you put that in, and when you are finished, listen to it, make sure your sound is before you start doing a exporting into your MPG or AVI file. And with that, you should have yourself very good background music to interplay with your video and make your video that much more powerful, that much more professional, and that much more enjoyable. So people are more likely to come back to your site, to your YouTube channel, and look at more videos because they enjoyed the experience all that much more. Well, I hope that has been of assistance to yourself in the development of your own YouTube videos. And we look forward to seeing you again. Please feel free to like this video and to subscribe to our channel, as well as to provide us with your comments that we can build on, and where possible, create further YouTube videos that could be of assistance to others like yourself. Thank you.